Well, let's go to another part of Nigeria where the evil of baby factories may not have been in the news for some time, but the practice has continued to thrive. In less than 48 hours, the police in Ogun State burst one of such baby factory syndicate operating from 2 locations in Mowe, a suburb of Ogun State. The police have accused one Miss Florence Ogun, a suspect granted bail after arresting her for the same offense earlier in the year. Our correspondent Kazim Olowe visited a village in Ofada and Lagos Street in Mowe where the suspects used as a hideout.
These young girls were taken from different states across the country to Ofada and Mowe in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State. Most of them are under 18 years and have already been pregnant before. Due to the stigma and denial by most of their boyfriends, they left their villages with the assistance of someone they called Madam Haibi, who promised to help them secure jobs in the city. For them, coming to Lagos was to find the proverbial greener pastures, which has remained an illusion.
It was on Tuesday.
So what now happened?
When I wake up, I did not see the baby again. So they did not tell me anything. They only tell me that I should send an account number to her. So I don't have an account number, and I beg someone that was there. And I beg a lady that was there to help me for her account number, and I help me. They said I should use that, pay transport, and go back to Port Harcourt.
How much do they send it to you?
It was 100,000.
So I know the pain for a woman to go through labor and all that without seeing her child. I was really mad. So I was calling the lady, pleading with her to send me transport so I can go back. But she refused until police came to arrest us.
Kenneth Richman was employed by the main suspect Florence Ogun, known as Madam Haibi, to be in charge of bringing the girls from Port Harcourt and other parts of the south to Lagos. He claimed that he had no idea of the illicit business, but only served as a messenger.
No, it's not bad. I don't go to that yard to see what. When I go, I don't see any pregnant woman there. But honestly speaking, I don't know that they were hiding this thing for me. I don't see any pregnant woman there. It was only this lady that I took to that yard when she was pregnant.
What about the 2 daughters that were...
Those 2 girls. That's why I say I stopped them. When I stopped at Celeste, she said I should call her, that she should call somebody. It was there she called the person came and picked them from there and went back.
The police public relations officer in Ogun State, Abimbola Oyeyemi, says the baby factory was discovered earlier this year when one of the victims who escaped from the home reported at Mowe police station how she had been lured into the home and held captive for a long time.
The funny thing about the whole thing is that this woman has been arrested before. She was arrested last year and charged to court. I think she's on bail. And immediately she was granted bail in the court, she went back to her normal business. And we have launched a massive manhunt for her again because this is a fresh case. And from our record, it was discovered that this woman has been jailed before for similar offense in Abia State. She has been arrested in Abuja. She now relocated to this part of the country where she thinks that her business can prosper. And I can assure her that her business will never prosper here. This type of devilish business will never prosper in this state.
Chidera Onuoha is one of the victims and the complainant. She was pregnant at the time she reported the case in March 2020, and she was taken to a center under the State Ministry of Women Affairs where she was delivered of a baby boy. But she alleged that she was sent out of the place by one of the staff. Apparently left with no choice, Chidera returned to Florence Ogunna's place where she was again instructed to release her baby for sale at the rate of 250,000 naira.
He said they are going to take my baby from my hand, and me and the woman refused. I said that he cannot do it. He said he's going to do it, so that he have already spent money for our own kids before. That he will not go at this stranded, that he is supposed to hold change. She will hold change from my hand. So it's the reason that I go and report to police, because I don't want to do it. I want to go back to my states.
How much he saying he will give you part of the money when he collect your baby?
He said that he's going to give me 250,000 naira from my hand.
I decided to visit the two locations used by the syndicate. It took more than 30 minutes drive from the main Ofada town to Abare village. I took the bumpy and dusty drive to the place in the heart of the bush. A bungalow built on an acre of land with another uncompleted building in the front. This is the building where some victims of baby factory were rescued by the officials of the Nigeria Police Force. This building is linked to Mrs. Florence Ogun, who had been arrested for managing a baby factory, but she is currently on bail. And of course, she returned to business. This time around, she moved into the interior in the thick of the forest in Abare village, more than 40 minutes drive away from the Ofada town. Here, no neighbors to see what is happening here. And of course, many young ladies were rescued from this place. A peep into the house gave an insight that the suspects treat some of their victims and possibly take delivery in the house without visiting any hospital. The second base of the group is number 33 Lagos Street, Mowe. Neighbors have no idea of what was going on in the well-fenced compound.
This house, number 33, belonging to one of the landlords. His name is Cyril Amago. We used to call him CY. He's the owner of the building, but for a while, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, he has not been living in this environment. But we learned some time ago, he rented out the apartments to someone, of which we have been seeing. When the officers instructed and they knocked on the gate, please open, somebody just came. We just saw her leg. She went back, and within twinkle of an eye, the policemen switched into action. So they have to climb through the fence. But before they climb through the fence, we discover a lady. If you look at those walls, there are perforated holes on the wall where they used to climb. So when she climbed at the extreme end, we discover it's a pregnant lady.
It was a great surprise when we had a call from someone, one of the neighbors that called on us that something like trading of children are being coming up in this community. We are so surprised, though we discussed over it on October, as likely said by my neighbor. So we have to giving a big kudos to Mowe Police Station people, the officers, the DPO. They really assist us.
Some of the victims claimed they had no idea what will happen to their babies. One of them confirmed that she was informed and she was ready to sell her baby but lost the child during delivery.
Me, as I did with these two, now I no get transport, even money to train them, I no get. If we're there, person will go get the pikin, make I get the money so that I go back Plateau State, go put my 2 kids in school, so that I will use the remaining money and train them. So before I go, no, then send this very guy, that is Kenneth, he come carry me, come this Mowe. I've never been in this Lagos before in my life. He carry me come Mowe, Lagos Street, number 33. As I come, because of the joining, my belly I can't bleed from there, labor start. Then one woman, that is the nurse, so she enter taxi, come. I born the baby, say the baby no dey alive. I can't dey. The baby no dey alive. No money for me to go back my place. I can't stay there with my 2 children.
The police say investigation is ongoing and that those on the run will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Mowe.